Margaret Thatcher is dead. For those brought up when Britain's first woman Prime Minister was in her heyday, her passing feels unreal, despite her 87 years, despite her long-running battle with illness. In the end, a woman who once seemed invincible, who would never back down, succumbed after a decade-long battle with illness to a stroke. But how could she be dead? This was a woman made of iron. A woman that single-handedly changed the landscape of British politics. Margaret Thatcher moved Britain out of 2 decades of socialism, breaking the Union's hold over Britain for good, for ill. The problem with socialism, she said, is that eventually you run out of other people's money. It's a lesson Europe, arguably, could still be learning from. She was the United Kingdom's last true conviction politician. This lady was not for turning. Some worshipped Margaret Thatcher as a moderniser who transformed the country. Others accused her of entrenching the divide between the rich and the poor. She led the Conservatives to 3 election victories, governing from 1979 to 1990, the longest continuous period in office by a British Prime Minister since the early 19th century. With US President Ronald Reagan, she formed a strong alliance against communism. Reagan called her the best man in England. In 1982, Thatcher dispatched a naval task force to the Falkland Islands, which had been seized by Argentina. The British eventually reclaimed the South Atlantic Islands. A total of 649 Argentines and 255 British troops had died. Margaret Thatcher suffered a series of mild strokes in late 2001 and 2002. Her decline into dementia was chronicled in an Oscar-winning film, The Iron Lady. Meryl Streep was cast as a bewildered widow, a very lonely Iron Lady, left only with her memories.